Hi, I'm going to show you how to use our Vergo Construction Schedule Template. To begin with, you have a section here that says Priority, where you can choose from the drop-down menu the priority of the task, from high, medium, or low. You can modify this by clicking on the Edit button here. Here you can modify the color, the name, you can add an item, or you can delete as you like. Once you've done that, make sure you click on Done and Apply to All, and then click on Data Validation Rules, the X next to that. Here is where you would put your tasks. We have different categories, which is project initiation, site preparation, foundation and framing, roofing and exterior, interior rough-ins, finishes and final touches, and project closeout. You can modify this or change this as you like. Here is where you would choose from the drop-down menu as well. If the status has been completed, in progress, not started, or it's been delayed, you can modify this to your liking as well by clicking on the Edit button here. If you make any modifications or any changes, make sure you always click on Done, Apply to All, and then X out on Data Validation Rules. In this section, you can add any files directly associated with the tasks. And this section here is where you would put the start date and the duration, how long this task will take. To give you an example, this here calculates the start date and this here calculates the end date. If you want this task to last a little bit longer, you can change that and say we want it to last 3 days. This will automatically change the end date to 2/4. Let's change that back to 2. Now, if you notice this, here's 2/7 because this task finishes on 2/7. But what if I want this task to last me 4 days or 5 days? Let's give it. That will modify everything and change it, the duration to 8 days and the end date to 9 days, to the 9th. So we can change that back and it goes right back to where it was. This calculates the percent completed. If this was at 50%, it would give us the average of all 3 of the items here. But since this one has already been marked down as complete, it's going to show us as 100% completed. In this section here, you would choose who the task is assigned to. You could choose from a drop-down menu. Again, you can modify this by clicking the Edit button here, change the names, add, change the color, remove to your liking. Once you've done that, make sure you click on Done and X out next to Data Validation Rules. In the next section, we have dependencies. Now, dependencies would be what project or what task comes before the current tasks. For example, in this one, set up project team and roles. Before we do that, we had to do the previous task, which was define project scope and objectives. And then finally, we have a section for notes. And the same thing will go down the following. This one seems to be invalid. So if it's invalid, it's going to give you a little red signal there that it's an invalid. So we can change that to in progress or delayed, not started, whichever you like. Again, you can modify that to your liking. And that's how you would use our Vergo Construction Schedule Template.